If your last name is a color, you're pretty cool. My name, as you guys know, is Alex Green. Sir, if you would, tell us who you are.
My name is Miller Brown.
A green and brown connection. So, like I said, man, pretty cool having a color for a last name. And, of course,
Yep.
you are the 2024 150-pound state champion from Oldham County High School, the corner of 393 and 146 there in the big city of Buckner.
Yeah.
And we done your counterpart earlier in the series, Tatum Millett. She was one of the first girl state champions from Oldham County. She done an excellent job with her review video, so it was kind of cool to see Oldham County have a boys and girls state champion in the inaugural season. So we started everybody off with the same question. What gets you into wrestling, man? How do you find it?
So basically, I started off playing football, and my dad was a football coach at Oldham County when I was like real little. So he knew, I think he knew Aaron, the head coach at OC for wrestling, and they started like a little youth program. And so I ended up doing youth. I only wrestled 2 tournaments my first year, and like I think it was first grade, and it was either first grade or kindergarten, but I won state like 3 years in a row. And so then I just kept sticking with it. And as it like each year I just kept going and going. And then finally I started going to like bigger tournaments and stuff like that.
Man, that is awesome that you got in it so young, and now that's pretty much, I don't want to say that's all that we see is whether it's boys or girls getting into the sport in high school, but most of the state placers, state champions now are in your boat. They started early in life in elementary school, whether they had somebody in their family that could just show them maybe how to stand, maybe a half, maybe how to do a shot, or like you said, got in with a youth program, started learning some technique, and and something to we know the sport's growing across the state, whether that's high school, middle school, elementary school. We understand that, speaking from the referee side of the house, seeing the progression from Kentucky wrestling, not having a organized elementary and middle school state tournaments to now having to have the elementary, middle school state tournaments, they're so big they're in arenas, is don't bombard your kids with learning a bunch of technique. Make it fun first. Let them get out there. Let them, play dodgeball in the mat room. Let them play, sharks and minnows, whatever the games are. Let them get out there. Just get used to being on the mats. Maybe teach them a few things. Like you said, take them to a couple tournaments and just see where it goes. If you try to bombard a youngster too early, it's like they almost shut down. They don't want nothing to do with it. Or at least I'm sure they're outliers, but just make it fun. Just let them have fun with it. So starting, man, early in life pays off for you. Let's talk about your high school state tournament runs. 2020 as a 6th grader. I'm sorry, I said that wrong. 2020 as a 7th grader, 106 pounds. You make it to the state tournament. You get some good experience. We say there's either winning years or learning years. That 2020 was a learning year. There's nothing wrong with that. 2021, that was during Miss Rona and her chaos. You're an 8th grader, again, 106 pounds. You come in 3rd place, man, so that's got to feel good, being an 8th grader, coming in 3rd place, right?
Yeah, that was nice. The 2020 year, my 7th grade year, I was like 95 pounds going into that tournament. So I was feeling good, but at the same time, I just felt a lot weaker than everybody else that I would wrestle. So it was but that was a good learning year, good experience of a state tournament to go into the next season and go place 3rd. That helped me a lot.
Yeah, and for those that maybe don't know or don't remember, the 106-pound state champion that year was Spencer Moore, who was a 2-time state champion, and he's currently, I think he's the varsity whatever his weight class is at University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill, man. He made it to made it to like maybe the quarters of the ACC tournament last year. So pretty tough weight class. Did you run into Spencer that year?
No, I did not.
Okay, I was going to say pretty tough ask there.
Yeah.
2022, 126 pounds as a freshman. You come in third place. So back-to-back years, man, third place. Maybe, I don't want to say it's not the result that you want. You're still on the podium, but I'm sure you thinking, man, I know I can do this, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so
that was a little year where I was like, I think I lost in like overtime or like double overtime or something like that in the semifinals. So that was rough.
Oh, yeah, man, I can understand. 2023, 138 pounds as a sophomore. You move up a spot on the podium. You come in second place, man. It was a great match. I was, there, of course, big day for you. You come in second place to Jaden Frazier of Paducah Tillman in like I said, an excellent match. 11-3 or 11-13. I'm sorry, 11-13 was the final on that. Paducah Tillman went on that year to win the team title. So, what was let's kind of go through the progression here. Between your sophomore and junior year, you go from placing third back-to-back years to being in the finals. What was the jump that got you, kick-started there that like, okay, I know I can get to the finals? What was it for you?
Really just like wrestling every single day. Like just like Max obviously was the coach, and Aaron and Max, he always helped. He knew what we needed to do. He had that experience of going to the finals and winning it. And then his brother Brady, yep. he was there. He made it to the finals. Like they have that experience, and just having them there was like really helpful for me to be able to make it. Obviously, the outcome that year wasn't what I was looking for, but it was a good match.
Yeah, no, it was a phenomenal match there. Of course, as we're talking, I've got the video from that year kind of playing over top of us talking here, so people that maybe weren't there can see it. It was, like I said, it was a great match.
Your state runner-up in the 138-pound weight class from Oldham County, Miller Brown.
Now, 2024, though, as of this filming, this is August 2nd, 2024. This was the previous wrestling season. 2024, 150 pounds. You're a junior. You start off the state tournament with a fall over Eli Williams of St. Xavier. 3 minutes and 4 seconds, so not too bad. I was going to ask you about this one. You get to the second round. You win by injury default over Clayton Shaddix of Great Crossings. The match ends at 3 minutes and 39 seconds. You remember much about that? What happened there?
Yeah. He was so Clayton's actually, I like Clayton. He's a good kid. I talked to him a lot at that tournament, and I was talking to him before the state tournament, and we both knew we were probably going to wrestle each other second round. And so he takes me down early. I escape. Then I take him down like 2 times in a row. And then I think like might have been like the second period. So he kind of like, one of my takedowns, I hit a double leg on him, but we hit head to head. And so he like had a little injury time for that. And then I think I was mat returning him in the second period or something like that. And like I landed on his ankle and he like sprained it. So yeah, that sucked to see him like, that's how he had to end his tournament. That was rough.
Yeah, no, and like we said in so many other videos, I mean, there's a reason why wrestling has, injury time, blood time, recovery, and now head and neck. I mean, you have 2 equally sized human beings competing in hand-to-hand combat with the sole purpose of pinning the other one's shoulders to the mats for a period of 2 seconds or scoring points by, use of hand-to-hand combat technique. So injuries are going to happen. Good hard wrestling sometimes causes injuries. I'm sure there was nothing malicious or anything like that into it. It was just wrestling. So, like I said, you never want to see somebody get hurt, especially somebody that maybe you're friends with or been on travel teams with or anything that been to camps or whatever with. But sometimes, man, stuff like that happens. So I'm sure Clayton, if he wasn't, was he a senior?
No, he'll be. I think he was a junior, so he's
Okay, so
same grade.
he's got a chance to come back. Maybe maybe a rematch there at some point, like to
Yeah,
see. You know what I mean? You go on to the quarters. You win a 7-4 decision over Ryder Trumbull from Rowell. Ryder goes on to get third place, so pretty good job there, man. Doing what you got to do. You get to the semis. You win a fall over Timothy Nichols from Caldwell County, 1 minute 12 seconds, and Timothy goes on to get fourth. So you wrestled the third and fourth place wrestlers right there back to back.
Yeah.
You're in the finals. You're wrestling Aiden Lehman from Trinity out of Louisville. Now, of course, we're not going to tell you guys the score. We have the parade of champions, the face-off, the match, and the medal ceremony. So earlier you were talking about some of the coaches at Oldham County. We've done review video, and we'll talk about Oldham County State Champions here just in a minute. But we've done review videos with Aaron Reardon, 2000 state champion, his brother Josh, 2002 state champion, Brent Gibbs, 2003 state champion. We didn't get to do, sadly, and it kills me to this day. It's one thing that will always just weigh heavy on me is we didn't get to do Max Emerson's in person. We are going to get with his family and do a memorial video for Max. Rest in peace to Max on that. But, 4 state champions. I think Brady was in the finals a year. So you've got 4 state champions there in the coaching room. Brady, was in the finals. So you got a lot of experience throughout the year or even before this tournament or before your match, I should say. Does any of those guys come out and give you secret advice or give you any pointers that maybe they didn't give you throughout the year? Or how's it go after you win that semifinals match? How's it go for you?
After the semifinals match, I think they just knew because this year obviously was a lot different. I made the finals this year. I was just really locked in the whole tournament. I just knew what I had to do to get back to the finals. And I think they knew that. And so they just told me wrestle my match, do what I need to do. And that's really all they told me. They for sure helped a lot. Every coach in that room. We also had a coach. His name was Nick Wise. This was his first year coaching with us. He wrestled with Brady and Max, and I think he was top 4 in his weight class. So he helped me a lot. I wrestled him a ton in the wrestling room, and that definitely got me better. And then we also have a coach named Ben Warner.
Oh yeah, Ben.
Yeah, he used to coach with OC. He helped me a lot. He's always helped me a lot. He's always been there for me, and I appreciate that. He's one of the main reasons I probably won this year and just get to where I am now from when I was first year at youth when we started it up to this year now. He's helped me a ton.
Yeah, and we're going, of course, like I said, we'll talk a little bit later about the Oldham County State Champions, but Ben, man, reach out to me, man. We've been trying to get up for a while. I've got your video, man. I think is it Olympus Wrestling? Is that correct?
Yeah,
that's what I thought. All right, so you win that semifinals. We're there at the Horse Park, a completely different setup than GRC's gym, and again, nothing against GRC's gym. To everybody there that was over it, the KHSAA, all the school staff, all that. But man, this is the state championship. We deserve to be in an arena. You know what I mean? We deserve to be in a big building. We deserve to have the pageantry. So you're in a bigger arena because if you remember, I was back there behind the head table. I got you guys kind of lined up. You remember that?
Yeah, I do. I do remember that. Yeah.
All right. So you're back there. Music's pumping. The lights are kind of down. Everybody's, this is the main event. You know what I mean? This is what everybody's there to see. Are you nervous? Are you excited? Just ready to get it over with? Talk to us.
I was really I wasn't really that nervous. I would say my sophomore year when I made the finals, I was definitely more nervous just because that was my first time. Mm-hmm. But this was my second time, and I wrestled Aiden Lehman before, not this year, but last year I wrestled him. And so I felt pretty good going into the match. I knew it'd obviously be a harder match because it was the state finals, But yeah, no, I felt pretty good going in there.
Now, you said that you wrestled Amon, and I was going back through my head. You've been doing as many review videos as I've done. You've refereed as long as I have. Things kind of run together. But if I'm not mistaken, didn't Oldham County and Trinity wrestle at the state duels
This year?
at Atherton?
Oh, yeah, we did. I actually did not wrestle him that year. I wrestled him that year, but not that tournament.
Okay, because
yeah.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay, no. We wrestled them like a week before, 2 weeks before at Bellarmine, and like all the top teams were there. And so I wrestled him there, and I majored him. And so then we went on to state duels, and they bumped everybody up. So that kind of messed with us a little bit, but he ended up wrestling one of my partners, Reese McGill, and Reese handled business. So it was good to see, but in the end, they did the right decision because they ended up beating us.
Yeah, I was gonna say I thought it come down to Trinity and Great Crossing there in the championship, and I believe I had you guys in St. Xavier in the third place bout or the third place duel, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
that's what I thought.
Correct.
And then this past year, the 2024 state duels, I think I refereed you guys against McCracken County, I believe, and maybe Mail. Is that right? Do you remember that?
Yeah. We went against, our pool was Mail and McCracken, yeah. And then we wrestled Ryle in the semis, and we lost to Ryle. Okay,
that's I forgot who I refereed. I had Great Crossing and St. Xavier because like the way the matches were, they're like upside, back to back to each other. So it's still two pretty good duels there for you guys and Ryle and Great Crossing and X. I guess you've watched your video a bunch. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, I've watched it.
All right. So like I said, we've got the Parade of Champions face-off match and the medal ceremony. I think it's pretty cool that we include all of them. Of course, here we are at the Horse Park, Lexington, Kentucky, right on the Fayette-Scott County line. Garrett Pickle, one of the referees, is getting in some stretching. So, man, we've talked enough about it. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for the Parade presented by the U.S. Marines.
Good job, Garrett. Hop off the mat, buddy. Here comes the 150 pounds, I believe. The guy from Caldwell County there is holding the stick, correct?
Yeah, that would be him.
Down the volume just a little bit. Now, where are you at in this run?
I think I'm somewhere in the back.
Are you behind the guy with the green pullover on?
I'm behind Clayton. Yeah, that is me.
Okay, that's Clayton. Okay.
Yep, that was me. I think I had the blue hoodie with the gray sweats on.
Okay. When I was cutting it down last night, I thought that was you. I just wanted to double check. There's Malachi Harris going crazy.
Yeah. Malachi's got a good he had a good match as well.
He did.
All right.
Here's the face-off.
Welcome to Oldham Arena, Kentucky Horse Park, for the 2024 KHSAA State Wrestling Championships, presented by UK Healthcare. Let's meet the finalists. In the 150-pound weight class from Oldham County, junior, number 35 and 1, Miller Brown.
It's a long run out through there, isn't it?
Yeah.
And don't look it, but when you got to make it, man, it feels like it's 6 miles. This is my expert camera work, by the way, with my cell phone.
Oh yeah. Hey, it's good.
Now here, of course, is your bout. You're in the blue singlet. the white, a stripe. Of course, your opponent's in the white and green. You've got two of my good friends out there. You got John Eschen as the assistant and Brett Branson as the head, so two really good refs. Right out of the gate, man, you shot in. Was that something that you knew about Aiden? Aiden, he was susceptible to a shot, or?
I know Aiden he really likes to throw and like do underhooks, and he's a real scrappy wrestler. Like he's a good wrestler. And so you can't really like when I wrestled him the first time, I shot on him a lot and I was able to get in. So I was just like, and then of course in this match I was like, I just got to keep going. I just got to keep going. Like had to keep the motor going the whole time.
Yeah.
No, I couldn't take a break because it's the last match of the season, obviously state championship.
Right. You can be tired tomorrow, right?
Oh yeah. We watched that. Actually came back that day and watched Tatum win her state title.
Oh yeah. Okay. Right there, man. Good wrestling on both y'all's parts.
Yeah.
Out of bounds. I would say it looks like you guys are filling each other out, but it doesn't. It looks like it because nobody's really like trying to overcommit, but I think it's more of a chess match right here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I knew going into this like I couldn't just throw myself out there because he would get me. He'd catch me easily, but yeah, we had a lot of shots and out of bounds for sure.
Yeah. You have a lot. I know the Oldham County contingent is back here, like to our left, there on the banister. Could you hear?
Yeah.
Remember hearing the crowd or anybody yelling for you, anything like that?
Yeah. I could hear Ben a lot. I could hear Ben. Cheeto is Tatum's older brother. He was like my main wrestling partner this year, and he got me a lot better. And he almost made it to the finals as well, but he lost to Max from St. X in the semis.
Oh, yep. Max Speaker, is that correct?
Yep, that is, yeah.
All right, so we're into the period here. We're starting the second. He's going to take down the on top. What are we looking to do here?
So I really just was like, I wasn't planning to hold him down the whole time. I was just going to try and feel how he was on bottom. And really, like, if I felt like I could turn him, I would. But I tried to go for the cradle. I didn't. I don't think I got it. Then we go out of bounds, I think. But, or we just, we get up. On top, I don't really like to tire myself out. I thought I was about to hit this right here. Then they took it off.
Yeah. All right, so John, for new officials, John and Brett get together right here, have a conference. Coach Fleming comes to the table, and it gets wiped off, and your coaching staff doesn't appeal it. So I think they kind of know that was the right call to take it off the board.
Yeah. I knew, like, I didn't really know if that was two or not. I think it was a good call by the refs, but I've never really do that move. I just tried it, so because I knew we were close to the out of bounds line. So
yeah, hey man, why not? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the most Max Emerson way to win a state finals too. I feel like
champions find a way. All right, so we're here. We're back neutral. You don't look like you're. I mean, even in the second period. Short time, about 40 seconds left. You don't look like you're panicking, but what's your game plan here? I got to get a takedown. What are we doing here?
Yeah, so I knew I was obviously going to pick bottom and get out and get my one, but I knew it was going to come down to a takedown in the end. So I just kept trying to go for the legs, just kept on going. Mm-hmm. And yeah, so it was. I don't remember if I got a takedown here or if it was in the third. I think it was in the third. But.
We've got about 15 seconds left. Time. Good. So now it's your choice,
Mm-hmm.
and you automatically you just go over and get set. So
Yeah.
you knew what was up.
Yeah.
Now,
No,
this first time we saw you on bottom, are we in this situation? You knowing you got to get up? Are we just trying to get to our feet quick as we can, or?
Yeah, not really. I didn't really try to get as quick as I can because I knew I had still 2 minutes left. But yeah, I just had to get out eventually, and then just try and get a takedown as soon as I could.
Yeah. Now, Aiden's brother, Ty, he won his state championship in 2020 here at the
Yeah, I
Horse Park.
remember. Mm-hmm.
I think he's currently wrestling for University of the Cumberlands, I think.
Yeah, I think he is, yeah. Yeah, I think this is where I get the takedown right here. I just pulled him in, got the back ankle.
Yep, two.
Yep, I remember. Got that takedown. I looked back at the clock, saw there was a minute, 6 seconds. I was like, I just got a minute left. I just got to stick through it.
So now you're up with a minute left. You're up 2. I think every wrestling coach that's ever wrestled, they know the phrase 1, not 2. Give up 1, not 2.
Yeah.
So you're holding on to that leg. He's reaching back, trying to grab that ankle. You're holding on for dear life.
Yep.
Do you remember hearing your coaches over there say anything to you? Was it ever planned like just to cut him and duke it out on your feet, or?
Yeah, I think they were trying to tell me to get on my feet, but they called me for stalling there. Which, I mean, I guess it's a decent call, but I don't really know how they could have called me for stalling because I was really the only one taking shots the whole match until the end.
All right, so you cut him with about a minute left, about 30 seconds left, 3-2. And you got that stalling call already, so you know you've got to either go forward or circle.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I knew I had that stalling. But I end up taking a little he ends up, and we went out of bounds. Yeah.
That was a good call by Brett there.
Yeah.
That was a good call. I know the arena didn't like it, but it was a good call.
Yeah, I knew we were close to out of bounds, so I was just about to walk out.
That's it, man. You win by final score, 3-2. Go over and get a hug from the coaching staff. Is that Aaron? That's Brady, correct?
Yeah, that was Brady.
And you can see back to our left, you can see the Oldham County contingent going crazy. It's like the Olympics, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here's the medal ceremony.
Yeah, that's a big podium right there.
Yeah. I can tell you from experience, we were while you're waiting to get your medal here, we were setting up when I say we, the referees, we set up the mats, the podiums, all that before the tables, on Wednesday of the state tournament. And we were moving these around. They are not light. They are very heavy.
Yeah. Is it a 2-piece?
Yes, it is a 2-piece. Yeah. And of course, they kind of just, I don't know what, tongue and groove or whatever, they go together. We were trying to move them. We was like, God almighty, why ain't the kids here to help us, why are we exerting ourselves? Let some of these wrestlers get here and start moving stuff around.
Yeah, for real.
Man, you're sitting there in the chair in that number 1 spot, waiting to get your name called. Does it really hit you that you won, or?
I would say it didn't really hit me too much, but after I get off the podium, I go and have an interview with the Oldham area guy, and then after that was when it really hit me, when I started going near my family and stuff.
I understand. And there you come. You got your bracket.
The medal.
Get your medal. What hand sign are you giving there, man?
I held the shirt out because I had my Champions Find a Way shirt on. So
Okay, that makes sense. I get it.
yeah, usually like they have the 2024 state champ in one and then the bracket in the other. But I was like, I just put the 2020 state champ sign behind the bracket and held the shirt out.
No, that's smart. Now I can see your bracket there behind you, over top of your shoulder. It's good.
Yeah,
You
right
got
there.
it. Yep, got it up there, man. That's awesome. So, like earlier, we watched it back several times, but when you watch it back, do you still kind of tense up? Do you still kind of, move your body around or?
Yeah, it's funny. Like whether I'm watching like college wrestling or anything, I'll just be so locked in on it that like when I see somebody shoot, I just kind of like move my leg or twitch or something. It's funny.
And I can tell you, it never leaves you. We've done review videos with guys in person. I couldn't tell you the number of guys that we've done videos with, whether on here or in person, that the first time they've ever seen their finals videos was doing the review video. And, initially they'll start off like real close to the TV or close to the computer screen or whatever. And then you'll see them kind of move in person. They're like trying to get their arm back or whatever. And I'm like, man, some of these guys are, in their 50s or in their 60s now, and it never leaves you. You know what I'm saying? It never leaves you. So real quick, let's talk about Oldham County State Champions. They have 13, and that's not Oldham County as the county. Oldham County High School, the Colonels, have 13 state champions. 1985, Mike Chisholm. Two-time state champion Jason Talbot, 94, 96. 97 state champion Pat Zizlowski. 2000, Aaron Reardon. 2002, Matt Thompson. 2002, Josh Reardon. 2003, Brent Gibbs. 2007, Ben Warner. 2015, Alex McIntosh. Again, rest in peace to Max Emerson. 2016, you in 24, and then Tatum in 24, man. So 13 Colonels have stood on top of the podium. I would have to imagine, you're looking to make it be a two-timer. I'm sure Tatum is looking to be a three-timer. That'd be great for you guys. The invite is there for, if you do win it next year, whoever wins it next year, I want to get everybody that I can on the channel just to let the world know, hey, man, we got some good wrestling in Kentucky. We've been hit for far too long. Not just recent winners, but even our history, man. That's one thing I love about the series is we've been able to bridge so many generational gaps. We've been able to bridge so many geographical gaps. And the word of wrestling in Kentucky is finally starting to spread. There was a gentleman the other day from I think he was in Alabama. He reached out wanting to do his review videos. Hey, man, I've got my tapes from like 95, 96. Would you do? I was like, yeah, man, if you can find them, get them converted, I'll be more than happy to, do it for you. We just want to let the world know, hey, man, we got a lot going on here in Kentucky. So before we end this one, bro, you have anything you'd like to say, add, take away, anything like that? The floor is yours.
Yeah, I mean, basically, I would just like to thank all my coaches from Aaron, Josh, Ben, Brent Gibbs, Nick, Brady, obviously Max, and then all my wrestling partners I had, like Josh, Soder, Jacob, Tyler Hildebrandt, Cheeto, Reese, even my brother, and then like people that I used to wrestle with back, like Connor Mullins, Trey Cranfield, like all of them, and then all of them just like helping me. Adai Dunn used to help me a lot too. So it's just like all of them helping me. It's got me to where I was able to win my state title this year. So I really appreciate them. And then also my grandparents as well. My papa used to wrestle. So he used to wrestle at Wagner. So he's always real into it when we get on the mat. So,
well, that is awesome. What did he ever make it to the state finals? Just out of curiosity.
No, he did not. He only wrestled.
I was going to say I've got some Wagner guys from the '80s in the finals. I don't know if that may have been some of your people are not. But man, I can tell you, as somebody that's been out of school for over 20 years now, your senior year, it goes so fast.
Oh yeah.
I mean, by the time you realize what's happened, you're walking across the stage, getting your cap and gown, moving your tassel over. So just whatever happens with your senior year, man, just enjoy it.
I will.
You'll look back and be like, God, man, I had it absolutely made. You know what I mean? So to all the seniors coming in, man, whoever it may be, boys or girls, men or women, just enjoy it. I'm telling you, man, it goes so fast. You look back and you're just like, God.
I know. I can tell it's already flying by because, like this, I play football as well, and like the summer practice and spring ball and everything's just like it flew by so fast. And our first game's in like 3 weeks, so
Yeah.
that'll be.
Yeah, man, it goes quick. Then you'll be, maybe the next crop of coaches coming up or whatever, or however you choose to do in life, and you're like, I'm telling you. Seniors, it goes so quick, and it just passing on down the line. But man, thank you for doing this. I really appreciate it. I've been I was wanting to do yours and Tatum's in person, just couldn't get it lined out before school started. I don't want to mess with you guys during school, football season, and just couldn't get it worked out. But I'm glad we was able to do it this way. At least, we've got it done, and everybody can see what's going on there in Oldham County. Let the world know the Colonels are on the scene, man. But I think we've reached a good ending point. Thank you all for watching. We will see you guys and girls on the mats.